Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who all learned this truth from and rule well. Be salutations to the 144,000 and the rest of the 1/3, the large multitude, unto you I say shalom. Come to you back with another lesson through the Spirit. And the title for this one's going to be, This System Wasn't Set Up for Us Israelites to Get Ahead. Because right now, the nation of Israel, which comprises of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, we're not sovereign. We're under captivity under this devil, Esau, Edom, and the rest of these heathen nations. So therefore, these heathens, the Edomites, Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man, they have done everything in their power, to keep us down, ultimately, so we can't get ahead in the system that they established, but ultimately it goes back to the curses, because we didn't hearken unto the first covenant. We didn't hearken unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, so he put the curses on us, and that's why we're in the condition that we're in now. That's why we're constantly having to live paycheck to paycheck, constantly having to go to the enemy for the one of all things, having to work these jobs, these 9-to-5s, having to eat these GMO foods, ultimately because we're under captivity, and this place, America, Babylon the Great, isn't set up for us to win. Ultimately we're here under punishment because we went off. And now we have to bear that indignation of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. We're not here to establish generational wealth, because every time Jake tries to get ahead or establishes generational wealth, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai comes and knocks it down, because ultimately we're not in our own kingdom. We can't establish a kingdom inside a kingdom, because right now it's Esau, Edom's kingdom, but his time of ruling is coming to an end. That's why he's starting to come down with that great wrath. That's why he's starting to lay off in massive amount of numbers, in the thousands to tens of thousands to even hundreds of thousands are getting laid off, ultimately to establish this beast system that's going to be established through the way of AI, through the way of Elon Musk, establishing that Starlink, establishing that Neuralink, and it's all ultimately going to lead to this beast system and the implementation of the MOTB. But a lot of our people, when it gets presented onto them, they're going to take it, because they never had faith in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They never had the vision of the kingdom of heaven being established on the planet Earth, because they don't see themselves ruling. That's the mentality of our people. They don't have that ruler mentality. They have that mentality of being a slave. That's why we're in the condition we're in now. So I'm gonna get this first scripture. This is Haggai chapter 1 and verse 6. You have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is none warm. And he that earneth wages to put it in a bag with holes. And that's the point. It doesn't matter how much money, if you're making hundreds of thousands, millions, and shit, even billions, ultimately we're not meant to get ahead in this system, because this isn't our kingdom. This is the kingdom of Esau, Edom, the self-proclaimed white man. So how the hell are we supposed to get ahead in somebody else's kingdom? How are we supposed to get the upper hand on somebody else's kingdom? This isn't our time to rule yet. But when this devil, gets brought down to the dust, that's ultimately when Yahweh Shai is going to return, bring this devil down, and establish the kingdom of heaven. Then the nation of Israel can get ahead and be ruler over all these heathen nations. But for now, we have to work these jobs. We have to live paycheck to paycheck. We have to go to the enemy for the one of all things, ultimately because we're under the curses. But when those curses get lifted and be put upon these other heathen nations, then that's when it's our time to rule. But for now, this isn't our rest. This is Baruch chapter 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquity of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our power. And we're still under captivity. We're still not sovereign because ultimately we went off. We played the harlot. We didn't hearken onto the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. We broke the first covenant. And that's why we're in the condition we're in now. Having to be subject to payments, having to pay an electricity bill, having to pay a rent, having to pay taxes, having to pay all these different types of the bills to this devil Esau Edom, ultimately because we went off. And then that's why we're in the condition we're in now. We're under these curses. But now we're coming back into our heritage, and those curses are slowly being lifted up, but they won't be lifted up, till the kingdom of heaven gets established. But for now, we having to live under this captivity, under this devil Esau Edom. This is Micah chapter 7 and verse 9. I will bear the indignation of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua because I have sinned against him. Until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me, he will bring me forth to the light, and I shall behold his righteousness. And that's what the elect are doing. We're bearing that indignation, that righteous anger of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, ultimately because we sin. The whole nation of Israel has sinned against Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. And that's why we're in the condition we're in now. But for now, the elect are coming back to their true heritage, repenting, feeling sorrowful for all the times we have went off, in our past lives and in this life. But 2/3 of our people, they're not doing that. They want to establish themselves here. They want to build a kingdom. They want Esau Edom to continue to rule, because ultimately they have that slave mentality. They don't have that ruler mentality that the elect have. This is Micah chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. And when that word arise, that's speaking about detaching yourself from this place spiritually, mentally. It's not telling you to get on a boat, get on a plane and leave Babylon the Great, leave America, because ultimately when all hell breaks loose, the plagues are going to be sent out throughout the whole earth. They're not just going to hit in one place, but the elect are going to be covered because they arise and departed, from this place spiritually, mentally, ultimately because we knew that this place, this current rulership, this current kingdom is in our rest, because it's polluted. It's polluted in every shape, way, and form, from the water, the air, the food, the mindset of these people, the philosophies, the air, chemtrails, the oceans are polluted. Everything's polluted. So therefore, how can we be comfortable here knowing that every single thing is out of course? It's out of order, from the women to the way that this nation is being ran. It's all out of whack. So therefore, we're departing. We're looking forward to the kingdom to come, the kingdom of heaven being established on the planet Earth, where righteousness is going to dwell, where the law, statutes, and commandments are going to be pushed out, where the nation of Israel is going to have the new bodies, ultimately having them in our inward parts, never going off, and ultimately gaining that immortality. This is Hebrews chapter 13 and verse 14. For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come. And we have no continuing city. This isn't our rest. Babylon the Great, America, and throughout the four corners of the earth, we can't really find rest here. We're constantly catching hell, catching infirmities, having to live paycheck to paycheck, having to pay these bills, having to be under this devil Esau Edom, at your job, him being your boss. And ultimately, not having that's not being sovereign, because we all live in these tightly, confined spaces, apartments, houses are built right next to each other. You only have a couple feet apart. This is hell, because ultimately it's being ran by the devil Esau Edom. So this current city that we're in, because Babylon the Great, America, is really a city, the city of unwalled villages. we don't have no continuing city. We're not looking forward for this place to continue. We're not looking forward to establishing ourselves here for generations. Yeah, we get our daily bread, our raiment, food, shelter, but that's about it. You know, the elect are looking forward towards the kingdom of heaven, being established where everything is going to be back in order. So I'm gonna get this next one. This is 1 Timothy chapter 6 and verse 6. But godliness with contentment is great gain. Verse 7, for we brought nothing into this world, and it is certain we can carry nothing out. Verse 8, and having food and raiment, let us be therewith content. And godliness, coming back to your power, Yahweh Shem Shai, serving in truth and sincerity, putting off that old man, putting off the world, to serve Yahweh Shem Shai and being content, even with all the hell, all the afflictions, all the temptations that we have to endure, that's great gain. Is ultimately is meant to build us up, is meant to edify us. It's not meant to tear us down and keep us, broken down. It's supposed to, tear us down and build us back up better, build us back up stronger, because ultimately we didn't bring nothing into this world. We didn't bring millions of dollars, houses, chains, wealth, gold, silver, so when we depart from this world, we could carry nothing out. And that's something that the majority of our people, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, don't seem to understand. They think that, when you die, you could take all the wealth with you. But no, once you, off the earth, it stays here and somebody else to pretty much take over. But the elect, we're content, with what we have. We have the food, the raiment, shelter. And ultimately, we have this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding, the spiritual food, which that's the most important, still having Yahweh Shem Shai, still being able to push these prophecies, these electronic epistles, we're content. But 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they're not content with that. They want more. They have that covetous spirit, and ultimately they're going to go down to this devil Esau Edom, to get more, which a lot of our people are already doing that. These celebrities, 2/3 of our people were sold out, to get a so-called piece of the pie from this devil Esau Edom. Ultimately when all hell breaks loose, that's going to be a snare and trap unto them. This is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh Shem Shai, to take a counsel, but not of me, and they cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may ask it to sin. Verse 2, they walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked in my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. And what's the modern day Egypt? Is talking about Babylon the Great, America. A lot of our people, they go down into the devil Esau Edom, for the one of all help. And even us working these jobs, we're getting a paycheck from this devil Esau Edom, but ultimately it's Yahweh Shem Shai providing, through this devil to sustain us for the time being. But when it's time to leave all these jobs, be pilgrims upon the earth, it'll be easier for the elect to let this shit go. But for 2/3 of our people, they're going to want these comfort backs. They're going to want, that so-called rest back. And ultimately, they're going to go down to this devil Esau Edom and take that charagma, because they wanted this place to be their rest, instead of waiting on Yahweh Shem Shai to bring this devil Esau Edom down and, establish the kingdom of heaven. But the elect, we know that this place is fallen. We know that we have a city to look forward to, the kingdom of heaven being established on the planet Earth, where real righteousness is going to dwell, where the law, statutes, and commandments are going to be pushed forward, where we're going to have clean air, we're going to have clean food, non-GMO food. Our women are going to be in order, the heathens are going to be subject under the nation of Israel. That's what we're looking forward to, not this wicked and corrupted ass beast system, where abominations are being pushed out on a daily basis. But that's pretty much the point. I pray that this is edifying to the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who all learned this true from and rule well. Peace, salutation, 144,000, the rest of the 1/3, the large multitude. Unto you I say shalom.